you must read my poem Life of Love. There is a poem Life of
Sorry?
Love. There is a poem Life of Love which is on my
Okay.
website. Download
Okay.
that and then read the first poem. The first
Okay.
poem talks about millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg and only one sperm take
Okay.
birth, and that's me. And how many
Okay.
sperms don't take birth? Millions. Who are they? My unborn brothers and sisters. I fought with millions of my unborn brothers and sisters to take birth. Therefore, I am a winner in my life.
Very good. I'll see to it, sir. Poem of love, right, sir?
Life
Poem
of
of love.
Love. Go to my website, Life of Love book. Download the
Life of.
book. Raise for Birth, DrTPS.
Okay.
We have my sister from London,
Okay.
Elizabeth. Yes, you can international. Are you there on video? Tahira Khan. Where are you from, Tahira? Welcome. I wish all of you on your videos. Tahira, you can on your video. All of you, Sanjari also video off. Is it raining in Calcutta or what?
No, sir. Actually, I am into a I'm teaching actually. I'm taking tuition now, but that is why for some time I was instructing students to do some work so that I can talk to you and I can listen to you actually.
Okay,
That is why.
Elizabeth, sister Elizabeth, welcome.
Good evening, sir. Good evening to everyone here. Yes, we are here.
We have people from different cities. We have people from Bangalore. A very senior retired principal is there. Not retired, still very senior principal. Still waiting for an next appointment. And teachers from Kolkata. We have somebody from Jaipur, Suchita. Suchita is from Jaipur. And we have from Bangalore. These are all different cities in India, away thousands of kilometers.
Wow.
And Dr. Elizabeth, Professor Elizabeth Lucas is from UK. She is a well-known author, motivator, speaker, a mentor. You can Google and then find out Yes You Can International. So Elizabeth, you are welcome.
Yo, thank you so much, sir.
You
Thank you so
give your tablet of motivation.
Right, I thought I'm here to sit down and listen and learn because you know what? Learning is living and learning is a lifestyle. The more we learn, the more we are growing and the more you understand life. And where can we go to do some justice to our knowledge, to increase our knowledge, to renew our mindset is right here, sitting in front of DrTPS Sasikuma. So as he pour his wisdom on us. Let me tell you something, this world is a rat race. We are all chasing so many things that is not even needed. The only thing that will be with us is how we impact into other people's lives. And we can only do that by developing ourselves, improving ourselves, and loving ourselves. The knowledge we gain every day will be stored in our mindset. And the state of our mindset will determine your future your destiny, and will determine who you become, what you achieve, and how or what you succeed in. So it is very important that we choose the right platform to learn, the right person to learn from, and the right information to store in our mindset. So I want to encourage every one of us from every part of the India or even in the world that is here today. I just want to guarantee you that you are in the right place, because Dr. TPS is my mentor. And like he said, if you tune in to my website, you will see most of the things that we are doing in Yes You Can. And we can only do what we're doing because of the information being stored in our mindset. And that is why it is very important that you choose who you listen to. I have personally chosen Professor Dr. TPS Sasikuma because he's matured, he's full of knowledge, not only the knowledge in the class, because I know he's professor of science, but he has more than just a knowledge, and that is experience and wisdom. So I can guarantee you that the more you listen to him, the more you gain knowledge of life. And that will help us in every areas of our lives. Even in our professions, you cannot know it all, but you can get better and gain knowledge by listening to the right person. I always say to my people, no one is perfect, not that I know ever since I've been born. But we are all getting better. So everyone you see out there, everyone you admire, everyone you are watching that are doing great things out there, they started by developing themselves. And the more they are developing themselves, the more they are doing the great things out there. So I want to encourage you all. Let's stay together, learn together, grow together, and make an impact together in this world. So I'm not here as a teacher or as a speaker. I'm here like you to learn from the master. Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
Glad. Thank you. Shuchita can on the Shuchita. I don't know whether Shuchita is ever attended with Dr. Elizabeth.
Yes, I have attended.
Okay. Your video is not on. Indrani is from Bhopal or what? Indrani must be from Bhopal. Right? Masar. Yeah, anything to ask? Very specific. Generally, Shuchita comes with a lot of questions. And Elizabeth also have got a lot of questions.
When we ask questions, number one, you clarify what you've listened to or what you've heard. The second thing, you gain better understanding when you ask questions. And then the third one, you grow when you ask questions. So, yes, it's good to ask questions.
Yeah. Anindita. Suresh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ask what you want to ask. Suresh. Okay.
No, I'm listening to everyone. I'm trying to get what the topic is about. So,
There is no topic, it's only interaction.
okay, there is no topic as such.
You can ask anything.
Okay.
Physics
So,
is,
if I
yeah, physics is everywhere. So you should ask physics also.
yes, sir, doctor that you suggest for 11, 12 students.
No, your sound was breaking. Again, once again, repeat.
What is the best book of physics that you suggest for class 11 to 12 students?
No, actually, there is no physics difference between 11th, 12th, 10th, and all that. Physics is physics. When we talk about a class, that means you have separated the syllabus, you have separated curriculum, you have put in chapters. Correct?
Exactly.
How does it matter whether it is in this chapter, this standard or not? So the question a teacher should ask is, how do you make physics loving? Whoever can read and understand, probably 7th class onwards. I don't believe any children below 6th has to learn anything. They should just play around. They should just play and enjoy their life, see around, then pluck anything and plant anything, cut anything. Everything is learning. Right? They can learn many things. They may not, don't have to learn biology at all. But they can learn grafting, they can learn, all that what they wanted to learn about, they learn by practice. Use their hands. And when they wanted to love subjects, I don't know whether you have seen the book called Love for Physics. Love for Physics or Love of Physics. You have heard about this book?
No.
Yeah, this is actually what you should do is, when you have, somebody has to love physics. You are teaching, you should have love to physics, right? So today you need not ask this question. For the love of physics, Walter Levin. Everyone, not necessarily you need to be a physics teacher. Love of physics. So, For the Love of Physics is his book's name. For the Love of Physics. See, we teach simple pendulum. The same professor Walter Levin teaches simple pendulum in MIT. MIT is world's best university, America. So 1 year fees is 1 crore rupees, Indian rupee. Why do people go there? Because people like him teaches. So I have no way to listen to him. But today he is available on YouTube. So you don't have to teach simple pendulum in your classroom. You just play the YouTube. I am sure children will love it. What he does is, the previous day he will come to class, and from the hook he will put a chain, and he will put a big ball, heavy ball, like a shot put one, very heavy, and he will pull it to the end of the classroom. It will reach the wall because it's hanging from the roof. He will take to the wall. From there he will leave it. And the other side it goes exactly in the middle of the room. Therefore the other side it will go. It will never hit the wall because you are leaving it from here. And it will go and then almost it touch there and then comes back. Next time what he does is, he keeps a mirror there. And same, he will not leave it, he will push it. When he pushes it, it goes and smacks the mirror and the mirror breaks. And now what he does, he himself will sit in the like a jula swing, he will sit on the ball, on the hanging rope, and he will ask his students to pull him on the top. Other end, he will keep a knife, sharp knife. Ask the student to leave him. He will go and then reach almost close to the knife, 1 millimeter difference. And he will come back and swing and stop. And he will say, I have faith in two things. One, I have faith in my student. Suppose he would have pushed me, I would have gone and that knife would have gone inside me. Second one, I have faith in physics. You know how much effort they take to conduct a class? Previous day you have to go tie this. And you can see the physics principle of the color change when the pollution is there. He will smoke not one, 10 cigarettes in his mouth. And then he makes smoke. And he put different lights and show the smoke has no color, but the light makes different colors for the smoke. He does experiments only, no theory. These are all what you have to learn. I unfortunately did not had good teachers in my schools. But later I found good teachers. I learned from all of them. But in my school we had good teachers. Unfortunately they were not in my division. But in some other division there were good teachers. So now when I go back to my village, I go to them. When they know that I am in my village, they come to my place. When I get my children there, my professor, my teacher who did not taught me, but my teacher from my school, physics teacher, he teaches. But he is not physics at all. Actually, his subject is biology. His graduation is biology, but he loves physics, he loves chemistry, he loves biology, he teaches English. So teachers should have that passion. I fortunately have met such great people, invested a lot of time looking at them to understand what I have. I am not selling a small pocket of knowledge which I have and invest all the time to make money out of it. I am a learner, so I keep looking at what I can learn every moment. Right? That is how you grow. So love for physics. Probably you asked me a good question. For the love of physics. And the cover page, if I remember, he himself hanging in the simple pendulum is the cover page. Go to YouTube and then look at Walter Lewin. WalterLewin. Walter Lewin. Similarly, there are a lot of books. Suppose you want to understand where your physics teaching in your classroom is used later in his life. Because somebody is learning physics, maths, chemistry, means their interest is towards engineering. Higher studies is engineering. So when they go to first year, second year, third year, they have some papers in physics. See, for example, first year they have chemistry, physics, maths itself as paper, first year and second year. First semester, second semester, depends on university to university. Engineering, drawing, all these are their subjects. If you look at what is that physics they are teaching, same 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th class physics only. But with a different application orientation. So if you read those books, for example, engineering mathematics, go to the market one day, look at the footpath. I am sure in Calcutta, all the cities, you will have a lot of footpath books available. Very cheap, throwaway price. Mostly engineering college students will sell their books. For 10 rupees, 5 rupees also you get in Bangalore those days. It must be cheaper now. I used to pick up those books and then I see engineering physics, engineering mathematics. So you will find all these applications in that. And for Sanchari, I remember when I was studying in Bangalore, my interest in understanding chemical terminology, biological terminologies, pharmacology terminology. My subject is fluid mechanics, so I started learning little bit of medical science also parallelly. What I used to do is, those days there is no Google. Where do you search? No dictionary will have meaning of paracetamol, because they are all medical terminology. Where do you ask? So there are medical dictionaries. There are dictionary for nurses. I have in my library all those books I purchased when I was a student. Being a mathematics student, I purchased philosophy dictionary, nurses dictionary, doctors dictionary. So look at each and every terminology which you are using in such dictionaries. Today it is not required. You can Google and then find out also. I am saying that should be the interest you should have. Got it? So if you have that interest, it becomes easier for you. Look around. There are a lot of things available which will make your subject interesting. Yeah. Good question.
May I ask, sir? I would like to ask one question.
That question itself is not required, because you are here to ask questions. Why do you ask this? This is what the problem with the teachers. Don't make your children to ask this question, permission to enter. All these are bogus and useless, because the classroom is not owned by teachers. Classroom is owned by students. You are the servant of your student. Understand like this. They are paying you. So you have no right to stop them if they wanted to enter in the class. Similarly, you joined here for interacting with me. May I ask, sir? All these court British things have to go. I agree sometime for some people like Elizabeth, because she is a British. Right? I cannot ask her, stop calling me sir.
Doctor,
Yeah.
one thing I feel whenever I am teaching in the classroom, especially I am talking about class 7, 8, 9, 10, students, they do not know what is their goal. And what I feel in my student life, the same thing happened. I wanted to be the reporter. But suddenly what happened, no, when parents, listening to the parents, I deviated and my line got changed and now I am a teacher. I never thought that I will become a teacher. Same thing which I see, students, they do not know only the question you asked in the classrooms, how many of you love biology, how many of you love physics. And so I find students, they do not know that what is their goal, what they are going to do in their life, and where they are extraordinary, because I feel each and every person is extraordinary in something. So this is a question. I mean, I just want to know this one. Any suggestion from you? How I can make them understand that what they love, how what they want in your life, and where they can excel themselves. That is what I.
Actually, the world has become so Western today. We are creating people to love something. Actually, not required. Do you think a cook is a good cook only when they specialize in one, or they cook many items?
Many items.
Why do you want your children to become a doctor is the life, become a teacher is the life? What is done? There are a lot of things in the world to learn. I don't know what to teach them to understand the world around. They have to understand geography, they have to understand history, they want to understand biology, but I don't know what is their passion, and they may not even passion at all. How do I know somebody loves noodles? If I cook noodles in the worst style and then feed somebody, they will hate noodles right in their life. Suppose somebody got orange which is only very sour and never was sweet. You ask them, do you like orange? They will say, no, I don't like. Why? Because throughout their life, they have eaten only the sour orange. I'll tell you, teachers are doing this big mistake. They hate biology because you taught them biology in the worst style. They hate physics because you taught physics in the worst style. Actually, up to 10th or 12th class, up to 10th, earlier up to 10th, even today up to 10th, it's like a buffet dinner arranged in front of them. You are all giving different food. They are supposed to come and taste and find out which counter I have to go for a second course. Suppose up to 10th class, I have got lot of children who tell me that, oh, I don't know what to study next even after 10th class. Many students. That is because they have not tasted the subject so far. The teachers never made them to love that subject. Okay, now the question. Assume that up to 10th class you don't know what is that you have to study. I keep telling them, you study maths, physics, chemistry, biology. Because even if you want to change from these science subject to arts or commerce, you can do it after 12th. But if you change from 10th class, 11th and 12th you join commerce or humanities, you can never come back to maths, physics, chemistry in your life. So I am only postponing my decision for 2 more years. You understood? The other day, when I was in Kolkata, I was talking to the photographer. The reason I spoke to the photographer is, he was not very good as a photographer. There were some points in which he has to be taught. So I taught the photographer also. Okay. Then what happened was, I asked somebody during wedding, during street photography, this is how you should do. And he said, no, my interest is not this. My interest is only this. I said, to get money, you will have to do something. See, today, just before this webinar, I was washing my clothes and I am drying it. Actually, I enjoy doing it. I remember my mother used to enjoy, she will not hang the cloth just like that without stretching. She will say, if you hang it like that, because we never had an iron box. Suppose a dress, when you hang it as it is after squeezing, earlier traditional, you squeeze it and then hang it, the wrinkles will stay there. But if you stretch it once and then shake it well and then put it there, the wrinkles will not be there. You don't even require ironing. And she used to enjoy putting the blue which comes, no, the blue color for the white cloth, and then it looks, she used to enjoy it. So when I do that job, actually I am going back to my childhood where I am seeing my mother doing it. And that's like a meditation for me. I enjoy. Washing Vartan is like a meditation for me. I do all that homework. But that is my passion. But if somebody asks me to do it, somebody's clothes, and then I do throughout my life, I may not enjoy. So what you enjoy need not be your profession. Profession is to get money. You have to make money. You have to make a standard life. You have to have status. You must be able to help others. All this enjoyment comes with your profession. Or for some people, the enjoyment may not be all this. Enjoyment will be only something else. See, I spent 2 days in Kolkata. Actually, it is not worth at all coming there. Because 60 to 70% of the program was dance music. Am I there for that program? Am I coming all the way to meet a lot of principals to witness somebody's dance? Or witness an anchoring person speaking for 10% or 15% or 20%? It's actually waste. But still, why do I come? I come because if I come for such programs only, I can meet you people. I can see. I have spent a lot of time talking to the children in the corridor. When there somebody was talking on something else, making business out of them, I was talking to the photographer for almost 2.5 hours. Got it? So if I can invest my time for somebody who really uses it, that is my passion. But what I do there, attending a conference is a professional activity for which I may not enjoy. I have not enjoyed the conference because the majority was only music and dance and nothing else. It's actually waste of time for me. I am not interacting, I am not learning. I cannot even ask a few questions. No, which raga the song was. I don't think that a musician will be able to even answer that. And if I have to just witness or maybe watch a dance program, I can play it. No, you can give it onto my YouTube. I can see better dancers. Got it? So we are diluting the whole process. But I have to suffer all that. I have to have that patience to be there without reacting. But I did react it. I told the president of the program. So professionally, I don't care whether somebody calls me or not. What view I have, I will tell. Because if that job is not, or that option is not there, I will always find some other option. No. So you should have that courage. Yes. If not this, I will get a job. Because I am qualified. I have got something which I can make money. But then 8 hours you spend there. Invest there. 8 hours you are spending or investing for your body care, sleeping, taking care and all that. But the rest 8 hours you can have your own passion. If children don't understand this, what will happen? They will search for studies which is their passion. And they will end up in waste. Many people go for, oh, my passion is photography. I wanted to learn that. I'll tell you, there are a lot of people who don't even get into movies. You spend a lifetime to get one small phase in a movie. I have seen a lot of people committing suicide. At the verge of the highest positions, you can imagine in a highest position like a brigadier committing suicide. Why does it happen? Because he had only profession, but his passion he couldn't pursue. He doesn't have a person to whom he can talk because his relationships are all gone. Right? In my same poetry book, there is a poem on that. I invested whole my life for making bread and fame and all that, and I lost all my contacts. But then at the end, what do you get? You feel upset. Oh, why did I waste? I made a lot of money for whom? So money is not what makes you great, no? Fame is not what makes you great. I was talking to your director when we were traveling together. DrTPS doesn't believe in fame at all. I was telling him, if I give a lecture, assume that in the press, in one paragraph it comes in Calcutta, how does it matter to me? Every day, there are hundreds of newspapers in India. And in all that newspaper, so many people are coming in pictures. Are we reading all of them? We don't. So it doesn't matter. All that our name comes in paper. A student feels that no, I get first rank, my picture comes in newspaper. Only one day, soon after the next day of the result, the picture will come. Last year's picture will not come this year, right? Correct? How does it matter? So the fame has no value, money has no value. Everything values only when you know somebody. So relationship is much more important than any of this. So how do you create? You get every month the salary when you teach. I'll tell you, none of your students will remember you after leaving the school if you are only doing this for money. But Dr. TPS comes and speaks to the children for 30 minutes. Throughout their life, they will remember me. That's my guarantee. You understood? Because we make difference. I don't think your children would have come to you and then say, I want a selfie with you, right? Why do they come running and then say, I want a selfie? You can see many of my videos in which children are coming on stage and then crying. They have not seen somebody where they can open up their... I'll tell you, the other day I was posting. Every year what happened on the same date, previous years, I will post. So 2015 or 18, I went to one of the colleges and one student was crying. I called and asked, why are you crying? I came late. I missed your first part of your lecture. Can you imagine somebody crying in your class? I missed your biology class. So what you do is, you sell your item which you are cooking in the best style. You cook it, and every teacher is supposed to do that. The student should really get confused. By 10th class, I love language, I love biology, I love maths. But the problem is the parents push them to some subjects, right? I have got students up to 10th class doing every subject was good. I told you have to take science only. They went to one of the best international schools where lakhs are paid for fees. And then first year, they ran away from the school, came back and then said, the school is so horrible. I don't like that place at all. Right? Luckily, she spoke to me. I had a long discussion. I said, the love for the subject should be there. The way it is cooked need not. Just because I came to Kolkata and eat that idli, and that idli was never good. I was telling, you meet me with me, the chef, I will tell him how to make idli, no? Correct? So if that doesn't mean that I start hating idli, I have to stay there only 3-4 days. So a 12th class, 11th class student must understand, oh, these 2 years physics is bad. Doesn't matter. I can always learn it from the alternate places. So today, you must make your children to look at the best classes. Love for physics. If they listen to Walter, definitely they will love. Similarly in chemistry, similarly in biology. You find out different videos which makes them thrilling. I can tell you, you can never draw the DNA patterns, and you have every class of yours is electronically connected, right? You have got a smart board. Go and look at genomes, how the transformation of information happens in the DNA patterns, which I used for my children when I used to go to different classrooms. When I was not connected to the internet, I used to download, you have to compress it and then keep it, take it out a pen drive and then go to classes those days. Why should I do it? I had to tell them, you can never learn this from your textbook, not from the classroom, not from teachers, only from multimedia. I started propagating multimedia in 2005. My book is there, e-learning, e-web net learning, adaptive learning. You can download that book from the internet. So I was propagating the videograph based classrooms almost 17 years. But I couldn't do much. Professor COVID did a great thing. So I am for that. So teachers should not teach at all. You should only introduce them to different classes of great people, great videos, ask them to read themselves, understand different terminologies, understand the meaning, look at the meaning, come and sit in the classroom, have discussions. And they will also come searching and then tell, oh, I have seen a beautiful video from this. Play it. They should do the search and then come back. You give each chapter wise, you make small groups and then tell them, you search and find out where what is available. Ask them to make a beautiful chart, and the chart can be displayed. You have beautiful all vacant walls which are all useless. No painting required. Actually, it should be filled with charts. So your owner also will be happy. He need not paint, right? Ask your children to draw beautiful. Every subject can be done like this. Make them to do chart. and then the chart can be displayed. So while writing, at least they will look at the spelling, they will have the habit of writing, making notes. If 11th and 12th children and all must be able to get onto the stage and then start teaching. This is what I did in my classrooms. As soon as the teacher goes out, I will go to the platform and then teach what the teacher taught in this 1 hour. In 10 minutes, I will give a brief. So I used to do that. If I have to do it, I must be very attentive in the class. So that is what is to be done. There is a Nane's principle. Soon after the class is over, you should not teach up to maybe 40 minutes class. You should only speak 20 minutes. The 20 minutes should be for students. What is to be done?
Thank you. I'll start following
Good.
the way you explain. Let's see how I can bring the change.
Yeah, students will change. They will make differences. Yeah. Any more? Manish Tiwari is there. Divya Reddy. Subhashini, Indrani, Shuchita, Mathulika. Yeah.
Namaste, Acharya.
Namaste.
It's always a pleasure to listen to you.
Yeah, earlier we used to have quite often. Now I have taken a break. I thought I will do a lot of physical activities, but
So, okay. Yes, I agree that teachers who are good, the subject automatically is very much interesting and everything like that. Even I remember जब हमारे teacher हमें projects देते थे, we used to learn a lot and we would have to find books. Now it's easily available. Similar.
yeah.
I don't have questions today, but I'll sit there and learn a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anybody else? Indrani, Subhashini, Poonam.
Doctor, what is your opinion on homeschooling?
Pardon?
What is your opinion on homeschooling?
No,
Homeschooling.
Yeah, homeschooling is good if parents have the idea, the way I am talking. If the parents are equipped with such ideas, homeschooling is good. America and all homeschooling is very practical and good. There are two documentaries, Unschooling. And if you can look at de-schooling, unschooling, homeschooling documentaries, you will see them. What they do is once in a while, all these people who are doing this homeschooling will meet each other and share their ideas. In India, homeschooling is like a tuition center. Don't go to school, come to me, I will teach you. Actually, that is not homeschooling. Homeschooling, there has to be a good mentor, good counseling person who can understand the student and then give them sufficient assignments so that they will do their assignments and then learn by themselves. This is possible only when parents are really engaged with the children, number one. Two, there has to be a good direction given to the children. In India, the other day I went to one of the homeschooling center here. One teacher from grade 1 to grade 12, there are a lot of children there. Actually, they are spoiling their future. When I went there, I found the 12th and 11th class children are playing with the younger children games and all that. So, because they don't know what assignment is to be given. Unless you have got a socializing practice. In America and all, socializing is very simple because they don't mind driving 500 kilometers for a get-together. The roads are so good. They can drive from Jaipur to Delhi for a homeschooling get-together in Delhi, which is happening one weekend. Next weekend, it will be in Jaipur. next weekend it will be in Gujarat somewhere, next weekend it can be in Bengal. So they travel and learn a lot. In India you don't even travel, right?
True, true.
So
Yeah, that-
so learning doesn't happen the way it is happening in West. What we have a big problem in India is we try copying different things from different places without even understanding the consequence of it and the situations in which they were running it. So you cannot copy them. Actually, you cannot copy them. It's a big false thing. Because their parents are educated, here parents are not educated. Their parents don't make their children to see America and all. After 12th class, children are given a send off and then throw them out of their houses. You are not supposed to keep your child after 12th grade pass in your home at all. There is a great send-off party given when they pass 12th class to say tata bye-bye. Even their admissions in which university they take care, which subject they study, all are individualistic responsibility. I attended many such parties. Even Indian parents who settled their children happen to be American citizens. The children will say, yeah, good enough, thank you. And they have to even ask for permission to come in weekends and meet their parents also. Right? So don't copy that homeschooling, but still in such places also homeschooling has got a lot of problems. And the reason for America to start homeschooling is no school bus can take a child. And if I am working in assume that I am working in a company and my son is studying or daughter is studying in a school, I don't require permission to drop him, pick him up. When the school calls, I can go without even permission, because my first priority as an employer is to support my employees' children. Dropping their exam day, if I take a off, officer cannot tell that I will not permit you. Is it possible in India? We dump our children in the auto and then the responsibility is auto driver. When they go to school, it is school responsibility. When they come back home also, if they don't study, we find fault with the teachers. So entirely different system. And therefore, parents know that they have to take responsibility of picking up, dropping. They have got a system called a educational district. That means my child is supposed to go to the neighboring good school only. Neighboring school only. I cannot surpass that school and make them to join in some other school. Then all these facilities of allowing from the office to go and pick up and all is not applicable. So what do? They make their children to join the neighboring place where they stay. So where do they stay? They find a school first and then stay close to that. So school decides where they have to stay. And such schools wherein the accommodation becomes so costly, therefore what do? They find that let me have homeschooling. That is much cheaper. I know a lot of parents who are doing homeschooling in America. Here also, I know in Hyderabad also it started as a fashion. But uneducated, illiterate people who doesn't have any other job started homeschooling. A person who cannot run a homeschooling, actually it's only homeschool. So their house is the school, right? I can be a counselor, I can be a director. You cannot start in a school in the house and then say it's homeschooling. That's not correct at all. Everybody's house have to be their own schools. No child should go to somebody's house and then say, I am doing homeschooling. It will become another big business, which is like a bogus, like a quota IIT coaching centers. It shouldn't happen. Yeah.
Okay, doctor.
Thank you. Yeah. You don't have to ask permission. You just start.
Doctor,
Yeah.
my phone battery is too low. So today, namaste for today. I'll join next class.
Good enough. Thank you. Good enough by then? I thought up to 5:30. So it's 5:30 now. Anyone wanted to add anything or say bye-bye? Yeah,
Good
Manish.
evening, doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, what will you suggest an 11th standard science student
Hmm.
to do while preparing for medicals or engineering line, and how they can be consistent with what they do? Because being a science student, I found myself to be inconsistent.
Manish is from
And I
Haura.
follow.
Haura, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you are studying biology, physics, chemistry, and
And
parallelly,
English.
parallelly you want to prepare for medical science.
Yes.
You are writing the medical science examination this year or next year.
Day after, after next year.
Okay.
I'm in 11th right now.
Okay. So generally what happens is in the medical or any entrance examination, it is not how much you know is being evaluated. How fast you can recollect knowledge is what is being tested. See, I can do mathematics, I can read the question, answer it maybe in 2 minutes. That most of the people will be able to do it in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But what is being done in entrance examinations are, will you be able to read faster? Will you be able to get the idea of the answer so that immediately you can have a logical analysis on the options given and then see, oh, this option is wrong, this option is wrong, this option is wrong, this is the right one. So such confusing answers are given so that your brain is working very fast, logical reasoning, analytical skill. But I cannot ask some questions in commerce, economics and all that. To a biology student, I should ask questions only related to biology. Suppose if the same thing is done for IIT exams also. So your comprehension ability, your reading skill, how fast you can pick up. So what is done generally, why people go for coaching center? There is a competition between the students and then they keep giving lot of questions and then prepare them for reading fast and answering fast. So your brain is getting, because in the classrooms, you are sitting with the students, there are 40 children, out of which only 2 may be fast. 30 children may be very slow. Maybe 8 students are moderate. Therefore, what will happen to teachers? They will keep repeating the points many times. They will not tell once. See, even now what did I do? They will not be repeating, I said. But still again they will not repeat means they will not tell once. Why should I say they will not tell once? They will tell many times. Actually not required. They will not repeat. One word is good enough. But what am I doing it? Not repeating itself, I spoke 3 different ways. So in classrooms, in general talk, in any discussion, we emphasize on points by repeating it many times in different ways. Because there is no one student, there are many people. So my communication skill is accepted well by each one if I repeat it using different vocabulary, emphasizing it in different style. Because it's a teaching classroom where I have got 40 children. But when a question comes to you, you have to read once and immediately you must understand what does it mean, right?
Yes.
So that is a task. How do I make you to prepare from this system of teaching classroom to that sort of a place? I have to do a lot of questions and answers. So what Manish Tiwari should do today onwards, take such guides available, lot of questions and answers. There are a lot of question and answer available on internet, live. The quiz competitions are like that. Don't think that quiz competition, the brightest fellow, intelligent fellow wins. Not the most knowledgeable person gets. Your brain should be fast. That is actually memorizing. The other day in principals meet, somebody was telling the purpose of education as reading, writing, communication and all that. Actually, there is a written rule what is education should do. Education should do reading, writing, it means comprehension. I mean, I can read, and read doesn't mean just read alphabets. I can understand it. And write means I can put in my words, not copy. Reading, writing doesn't mean that I will see and then write. That a person who knows drawing also can do it. Exactly the way what is written. For him, every language becomes a picture, right? So draw the same way. No, reading, writing means you understand, your can comprehension is possible. You understand the meaning. I put in my own words. English comprehension. That's why English comprehension is very essential. So I can read and understand. That's what it means. Reading, writing. And then the another one is arithmetic. I must understand mathematics. But mathematics will not be numbers. Mathematics can be a paragraph. But inside that there is mathematics. You must understand. See, in competitive exams, there will be questions like somebody is standing in a platform, the train is moving with a speed of 60 km per hour. And then the first compartment passed at 4 hours, 12 minutes and 13 seconds. And the last compartment passed by so and so time with 16 seconds. Find the speed of the train or the length of the train. The speed is already 60 km given, so I must ask what is the length of the train. How many compartments are there if each compartment is this? Actually, I am telling English only. But you must be able to convert this English into an equation so that you can solve it. This is logical reasoning, data analysis, arithmetic. All these together has to be the ability. If this is not there, what will happen? You become a doctor, you analyze somebody, you cannot make a logical analysis. Only you have to learn fever means this medicine. That is not doctor's job. That pharmacy can also do it. Doctor is supposed to analyze the situation and find a solution. So how do I make sure that you have that ability? In competitive exams for admission, I will give you such questions. You have not learned a doctor, but you must be able to read a paragraph and understand the mathematics out. Maybe physics also, chemistry also like that. So arithmetic, reading, writing, arithmetic and memorizing. Without memory, you cannot work. So I want you to learn by heart. Immediately when Anidhita is asking me a question, I am able to tell the book name. If I don't have that memory, this is not from logical reasoning. It is learning the name Walter. When I see my sister Elizabeth, immediately I should remember which organization, where is she from, what is her name. I must know. See, when Anidhita came, immediately I said, you are a physics teacher from no. Why I say that I don't know you? Because you didn't communicate to me. I know you. That's a different matter. Communication is knowing each other only communication, right? So I demand that. So you must have memory. How do I test memory? I was asked by children to by heart countries and capital and repeat it. No logic there. You cannot ask why UK capital is called London. Give a logic is not required. I have to by heart it only, right?
Yes.
Today somebody was telling that in US he stays in so and so place. Oh, I said the eastern coast is so beautiful. So I must remember all the eastern coast cities. Then only I can tell him, right? It is not logical. The map comes in front of me and it is by heart for me. So memorizing is must. How do you make your memory good? That is why childhood onwards nursery rhymes are given, colors are given. You are memorizing color. When something red is seen, this is red. You are memorized only. Is there a logic behind that? Don't ask. What is the logic behind in which electromagnetic frequency the eye is working? All that has to be learned to tell this is red. Not required. For the child it is memorizing. Later you may analyze it only when you have memory. So first memorizing is must. So memorizing is also tested. So entrance exam, logical reasoning, analytical skill, mathematical ability, all that together, reading, writing, arithmetic and memorizing. These four, when I say there are a lot of underneath all these being tested for a student. That is to test whether Manish is fit for learning biology so that you can pursue medical science and become a doctor. Assume that entrance is not passing and then you go some abroad and then become a doctor. Yeah, still you can become. Nobody can stop you. But we have tested you and seen that you are unfit for that. How does it? See, suppose I have to join military. I am running and then I am getting fainting. I am not able to join. I cannot use influence and get a seat in my army. No. Then in the warfield I will die. Correct. See, when somebody is going abroad for studies, assume that you have to go to UK or you have to go to America for studies. IELTS exam is given. Why IELTS is given? When somebody speak in that accent, you must be able to capture that and then must be able to answer one paragraph question. Some questions asked. Interview, you must be able to perform well. You must be able to read a paragraph and understand. If all these abilities are not there, you join in America in the best university by paying money with all the fake certificates of getting some admission, you will fail there. So all the money which you have spent after that will become waste, no? So you are being tested to find you are fit to learn that. So it's a fitness certificate. So there is nothing wrong in appearing for, I keep saying you must appear all examinations. Why only medical? The other day some student asked me, what should I do? Where should I study from Andhra, someplace nearby the coastal region, Vijayawada. He said, which college I have to apply in the neighboring? Why neighboring? You have to go to the best university. You have to go to Madras, you have to go to different best cities and then study there. The best courses. If you don't get advanced courses, join for the basic course. If you missed your IIT, ISER, all that great institutes like IIT and all that, if you are not able to go, ISER is there, IAS is there, all that you missed this year, doesn't matter. Normal college, you take zoology and then study. After graduation, you can go for MTech. After graduation, you can go for microbiology. Even after MBBS, people go for microbiology only. Right? Even after zoology, you can do that. Who is teaching some of the zoology? I'll tell you, we have got a nanotechnology, microbiology center for Rajiv Gandhi Center for Bioinformatics. Originally, the person who did the chemistry turned into physics and then research in biology. Now he is the director for the center. Not that he, and who are working under him? Lot of doctors, hundreds of doctors are working under him. Probably he did not get, I did not get into IIT. That doesn't mean, many people worked under me who are IITians and they couldn't do much better than me, or they failed doing something what we assigned, asked them to do it. So they do entrance exam for their fitness. If you are not fit, doesn't matter. You can always find the second option, third option. So entrance examination is to test you, and it's like, yeah, I know this much. Let me, that need not to be. See, I keep saying, I can ask you a question, who are Pancha Pandavas, 5 Pandavas. Anybody can answer. And immediately I can ask you, tell me the Kauravas name. 5 Pandavas, you will get 100 out of 100. But if I ask Kauravas name, I am sure you will get only 2 out of 100, or 3 out of 100, finished. So if I want to make you fail, I know how to set my question paper. If I want to make you pass, I know how to set my question paper. So question papers have only that much value. Don't worry about it. Yeah, now some new entry has come. Usha. And who is that? Usha Kurba. Unmute Usha.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
Coach. Hey, Mugda. Hey. Good evening, boss.
What is your name?
P. Mugda.
Mugda. Spell it.
M-U-G. Okay.
Mugda. Okay. How are you, Mugda?
I'm fine, sir.
Same color. Yeah. Mugdha is in which grade?
Seventh, sir.
7th grade. Good, wonderful. I keep saying all children up to just now I was telling Aninda, I was telling no, up to 6th class children should play, don't learn at all. Now Mugdha lost chance. From 7th class onwards you must start studying. So I keep taking children to my camp, residential camp in Kerala only from 7th class onwards. And what do I teach them? I don't teach them anything because I say anyway in school you are going to study and vacation you come here to play. So all vacation should be playing. Soon after from school start playing. Don't study. Okay. After 7, at home don't study. School only study. Enjoy. And up to 6th class, play everywhere. That's what is to be done. Which subject you like, Mugdha?
Science.
Eh?
Science, sir.
Teacher or a male or a female? Who is teaching you?
Male.
He looks beautiful, handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that is why you like. That's it. Very simple. Which subject you don't like?
Telugu.
He is an old man. Old teacher. Doesn't look good. Eh?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Good, sir. He's younger.
Oh, he is young, but you don't like him. Eh?
Yes, sir.
He is smelling bad or what?
No, sir.
Eh?
Okay.
Telugu is good, no? Easy to learn.
But easy to learn, but difficult to understand, sir.
Difficult to?
Learn.
Why?
I don't know what.
Why?
I don't.
Why you don't like? Okay, now I will tell you one thing. Mirsu Mirsu Agashamlu. What is the translation for that? Ah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah, that's DrTPS. Tinkle, tinkle, little star. Now you will find, translate all your previous knowledge, all the nursery rhymes into Telugu. You will love Telugu. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, he has to go for class.
All the best. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye. Sir, bye.
Okay. Okay. So Manish, you understood, no?
Yes, doctor.
So it is not testing your knowledge, it is testing how fast you can answer. That is also important.
Yes,
Yeah.
I understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
And don't believe in any of the software which does, lot of duplicate people are there in this country where they will test you and find out where you are fit for, whether you fit for medical science, whether you fit for commerce. I keep telling them, please test me and find out where I am fit. I am sure they will tell you are unfit for everything. Actually, software cannot test people, but there are a lot of duplicate people who will come and tell you, oh, you are only fit for commerce, only for medicine, only for engineering. All that doesn't work. If I have got a lot of people where they were evaluated and said you cannot study medical science, they came to me, they are doctors now. Always you can be with somebody. We believe in India what is called the satsang, Be with somebody who can make you to have interest in something. If somebody doesn't like, I'm sure Mugdha doesn't like Telugu, she can be with me, though I don't know Telugu, but I love Telugu. I need not know, but still I can love it, right? I love all languages. All languages are equally good. So if I know Malayalam, I am basically a Malayali. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, everything is equal and good. Similarly, if I don't love language, I cannot love mathematics. Because mathematics is also a language. It's a language of science communication. It's a language of social studies communication. Without mathematics, I cannot teach somebody history, geography, physics, biology. Everything is with mathematics. So mathematics is a language. So if I say I don't like language, I don't like mathematics also. Basically, I am a mathematician. So I must love all languages in the world. If I love some language, I must love all the languages. Right? So you must have love for different subjects, different languages. Everything has to come up to 10th class. That is my main view. And then after that, even when you become a doctor, you will see up to MBBS graduation, you need not have mathematics. But when you want to do post graduation and PhD, again mathematics will come, statistics will come, research methodology. Without mathematics, if you think that I don't love mathematics, so I want to become a doctor, only up to graduation. Post graduation, you will fail again. Right? So don't hate a subject because you love somebody else. I love flowers doesn't mean I hate all the other things in the world, right? Just because I love my native village, I need not hate other places. Just because I love maybe vegetable biryani, that doesn't mean I hate all the other food in the world. You must love everything. It has its own taste. Probably I am not given the best cooked food so that I will start loving it. That's what is to be done. So teachers have a great role to play to make us to love. Parents also have. That's what is to be done. Yeah. Good enough for the day?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Prof. I just need to leave now.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
also leaving. Good enough.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So can I join at 4:30 to 5:30?
Yeah, it's open for everybody.
Yeah, because she came at 5:45, I think.
No
and
issue.
now she went to schedule.
Yeah, yeah.
So will I get the record of this?
This will be on YouTube, definitely.
Okay.